on, we're live.
For real?
Yeah. You want me to switch back?
No, that's fine. That's fine. It just catches me off guard because, like, I don't pay attention to what time it is.
It's not like we mess with our DM.
Oh, let me turn
Everybody!
down this music some so I can hear you.
Thank you for tuning in to Heart of the Game here live on Twitch Thursday night. Tonight, we present to you episode 12, part 2. For those keeping track at home, this is session 13 of our weekly Eberron campaign. And tonight, you'll also notice that we have sound effects, we have music, we have production value. And it is being provided by Syrinscape, which is, as I have learned in the last 2 days of like discovering this and playing around with it, holy smokes! And this is not a sponsorship, by the way. This is just
not
me
sponsored.
using their product that I signed up for, so that way I can have these guys added into the campaign for when we play online. And it also, with the setup that I got, the subscription I have, it gives me access to all sorts of soundboards, music, backtracks. And what's really neat about this is that a lot of these are geared towards published adventures from Pathfinder, Dungeons & Dragons, and even board games. There's a lot of really neat stuff here, so I'm just super excited to be using it, and just so you guys know what it is, so you probably hear some really cool things throughout the campaign as it proceeds forward. And you know, there's also some really wacky stuff like
I don't know how low Ash turned it, but
I turned it off so you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt. I can turn it back up.
Oh, yeah, you should definitely turn it back on so we can, like, you know, just so we can, you know, show off a couple of things, because, you know, I really enjoy, you know, moments of, you know, like, as I could say, now, Heart of the Game's Eberron campaign is filmed from a live studio audience.
Yay! Where's the clapping? A round of there you go, that works.
That works too. But you know, every time that one of the players rolls a 1, I could always do one of these.
Did this just turn into Zipcom?
It could. The thing is now that I have this for all of my campaigns, which means future campaigns and other stuff like that. Like, we have this really cool thing to play with, and if there's like a free trial version, so you can set up your laptop, your notebook, your tablet at your own table when you're playing in person with your friends and family, or you can get the version that I have that allows me to use it remotely by inviting them to, in a sense, my room for it, which we are able to let you listen to as well as we play, which is really fantastic. So right now I just kind of have like some ambience, because as you remember last week, we left at the moment before a battle is about to erupt. So very quickly I will introduce my players. We have Wolf playing Randall the Agile, and we have the always awesome Ashley playing Navari Arisolis. And of course, I am your Dungeon Master, Benjamin, here to remind you to roll lots of dice, use your imagination, and have tons of fun. So that being said, last week our episode ended with our players searching the Cloud's Destiny for their foe, the Vampire Lucan, which they did not find. He is well hidden. And they, you know, made friends aboard the ship.
We made friends?
Such as Henry. If you guys remember, Henry has like become enamored with your adventures, your stories, and is very eager to help. But more importantly, the end of the session ended, we stopped with another ship sighted, quickly gaining speed upon you. So that is why we have a more intense music.
I mean...
What? I mean, I'm not humming in my head.
I mean, I don't hear anything, but that's alright.
So to backtrack just a little. you see 3 air skiffs bearing down upon your ship, the Cloud's Destiny. These small 8-person vessels are made out of soarwood, but they do not have bound elementals to provide speed. So basically, these are very short-range craft. In the distance, you can see the large airship that carried the skiffs, while a 4th holds its distance to fire arrows upon the crew of your ship. As a deckhand cries out, "Sky Raiders to starboard, Captain!" The captain emerges from his quarters, yelling, "Everyone, battle stations! Everyone, battle stations! Passengers, below decks!" A few of the crew are a little bit more seasoned, we're going to say. So I'm going to adjust my position and adjust my camera so that way you guys will be able to see the battle unfold.
You might have to move the battle camera too. And get some. Ay.
That's better.
Yes, so as you can see, we have an actual ship to represent the airship our players will be doing battle upon.
Oh, I'm taking a nap.
Oh, it's all right, lass. It was a rough ride. Aye, the
Oh,
hearty
that time's
dwarf
over.
is standing.
And the captain.
Randall's like, I've got a fear of heights. I'll be below deck. If they get that far, I'll make sure to stop them.
No, we're gonna be firing arrows from the door.
Yeah, Randall's good with a javelin. That's about the extent of his archery-based goodness. You give me some good throwing hammers or something, or a dagger to throw, I'd be all right with that.
I don't have any of them because I don't know if you could tell, but I'm not very strong.
Daggers you could throw with your you could throw with finesse.
You can use with finesse.
So to make matters worse, as you see the occupants of these sleds, these smaller skiffs getting closer, you notice that they're wearing familiar regalia. They have armor. They have half face shield helmets, and those with shields bear the mark of the green claw. So as the first wave comes up to the side of the ship and begins boarding, I'm gonna have you guys.
Before that happens, Randall is gonna whisper a divine prayer and turn his weapon into that of a sacred weapon.
Okay.
Using one of his divinities.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, "This scum deserves no quarter."
Okay. Cool. Actually, I think we're gonna just do the camera a little bit. There we go.
Yo, where's all the crew?
So the crew are being represented by fighting at the front and the back of the ship. So you guys are going to, in a sense, be defending the center of the ship because these guys are sailors, not soldiers.
Maybe I'm just a passenger.
Navari, we all know the truth.
Navari walks below deck and says, I'm just a passenger. I don't know what you're talking about.
Takes a bite out of another apple.
Where did you get that one?
So I'm going to ask
Oh,
that
you
you
mean
guys
this one?
roll for initiative, so we'll get this party started.
You mean this apple, Randall?
You know, the captain's gonna throw us overboard if you're not careful. Oh, Randall the Agile's not living up to his name today.
What'd you get, Randall?
I got a 12.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's above average for Randall. Anything over 10 is good.
I got a 22.
Navari's just like, yep, I do what I want. All right, so Navari, you see 4 boarders. Once again, you could see the uniforms that these guys are from the Emerald Claw, an organization that you've dealt with before. Specifically, you also know that your nemesis, Sir Garrett Krieg, is a member of this group. So we're gonna just start it off very simply. What would you like to do?
Oh, I suppose I would like to go and try and whack one of them.
Okay.
I pick actually the closest to Randall.
So we're gonna go this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was almost a 16, but then it was not. It's only a 14.
So Navari, you go up, and these guys, are armored. They're boarding the ship, so they're a little bit staggered right now. So they're not quite at full strength, got their feet underneath them. And you sweep your blade, and you're unfortunately parried.
Oh, that's sad.
And pattered away by his halberd. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action? Do you want to back away? Do you want to attack with your dagger? What would you like to do?
I suppose I can try and attack with my dagger. Nope, it's the same thing. It was the same thing.
Okay.
I don't hit.
No problem. Alright, so Navari swings twice, trying to attack one of the adversaries, does not succeed. Randall, you're next.
Alright. What do I see weapon-wise in these 4
Two of them have
perpetrators?
pole arms, and the other 2 have hand weapons. One is carrying a mace, and it seems to have like a dagger or a focus or something in his hand, while the other one is fighting sword and shield.
Okay. Of them, you said one had a mace, right?
Yes.
Which one was that? That one right there?
Yep.
And he might have some secondary item, but right now it just looks like a mace.
Mm-hmm.
Randall is gonna throw his net at him.
Okay.
And possibly pin him to the ground. With that is a 17 to hit.
Nice! So Randall throws his net upon the guy, and it catches him and starts weighing him down, and he's struggling and fighting with it. So he's using his whole turn right now. What does he have to do in order to get out of a net?
So the net... Okay. A large or smaller creature hit by a net is restrained until it is freed. A net has no effect on creatures that are formless or creatures that are huge or larger. A creature can use its action to make a DC 10 strength check, freeing itself or another creature with its reach on a success, dealing 5 slashing damage to the net. AC is 10.
Okay, so he's fighting with the net. He is not able to get it off this turn.
Yep, and with that, he also takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the from the weight of it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna wade in and put myself just standing between the 2, the one I just netted and the one that Navari came in at with the polearm.
Okay.
And a little
Like
bit
this?
more, in front of Navari. There you go, right there, and be like, "How are we doing today, gentlemen? Are we looking for a fine flight off of a ship?" And that's my turn.
Okay, so you hear the battle raging around you. This guy here takes his halberd. He swipes at Navari. Navari ducks out of the way, nimbly dodging. The guy with the mace continues to fight with the net. He's just trying to get it off himself or break it with it. He seems to have his hands on it. He's trying to just rip his way through it, but he does not succeed. These two, this gentleman comes at you, Randall, and swipes with his heavy blade. It crashes against your armor from behind, and you just feel it rock your body a little bit, but it doesn't do any real damage. It's not like enough impact to leave a bruise. Whereas this jabroni rushes towards the stairs to hopefully possibly deal with the captain and take control of the ship that way.
Randall, as he takes the hit to the back, looks over his shoulder and goes, "Careful with this! This is a relic! I'm loaning it out! They loaned me this armor!" That's all I had to say.
Okay. The ship is still in the air. The wind is howling, and you hear a shout from behind. Guys! Guys, I can help! And it's Henry on the stairwell. And he fires a crossbow bolt at the guy in the net, hopefully to assist. And he hits! And Henry's crossbow oh my god.
Did he roll max damage?
Good old Henry. Never had a doubt in my mind about you, lad.
The guy in the net, where the crossbow bolt hits him, and he stumbles over, pulls it out of himself slowly. Navari, it's your turn.
Hey, can I yell, Henry, aim for the one running for the captain as I go to flank the pole arm to get advantage? What?
Bonus action, either dodge or disengage if you're gonna break pull arm range.
Oh, do I have? Well, I'm still in pole arm range. I'm going behind him. I'm not still in his, technically.
So you're gonna go for the guy here?
That's the closest one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going like this.
Yeah, like flanking behind him to get advantage.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Because I'm a terrible person. I'm gonna try and
Just
whack
hear
him.
on the background. I mean, Navari, he might not be on the ship for much longer.
Oh, is he the one in the net?
No.
No.
Oh,
The one
okay.
in the net's gonna be here for a bit. The one
Okay.
not in the net's about to not be here for a while.
Oh, well, I rolled a 25 to hit.
Nicely done.
And sneak attack as well. Uh, 20 points of damage?
Wow. So Navari comes up behind this guy, takes her rapier, puts it through his neck, draws it out with a swift single stroke, and he collapses to the ground.
Sick.
There goes my yeeting potential. Time to try and yeet the other one.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
But yeah, she's just gonna yell to Henry to shoot the one heading for the captain.
Okay.
So-
Randall, what would you like to do?
I'd like to use my finely crafted maul to see if I can't instead, and I'm gonna forego damage, to try and shove his booty back 10 feet towards closer to that edge.
Which guy? The guy in the net?
The glaive man.
Oh, okay, so you want to come up to him and shove him back.
Well, no. So I'm staying on the side I am.
Oh! You're going to hit
and
him
I'm
from
gonna
this
push
way.
him. Yeah, and so I'll slide over so I'm more
Gotcha.
in line with the
Yeah.
edge.
No, that's
and
cool.
And then do a
Yep.
slight shove towards him to try and push him.
All right.
And I will do my athletics. Oh, that's a bad roll. I rolled an 8 total.
Well, good news. He's obviously not that strong, apparently, and he staggers back from your hit. Do you want to follow him?
Yeah, I'm gonna push up on him, and while I'm doing that, the other guy is still in the rope in my hands,
Yeah.
and I'm dragging him behind.
Okay.
So yeah, he gets dragged a little bit away from the edge. We're gonna yeet this one off the edge, and that's gonna be the end of him. Okay, well that's Randall's turn. That's his phrase, his catchphrase.
Oh,
Okay.
we need to protect the captain.
Well, I figure you and the crossbowman there can do just fine while I keep these other two occupado.
Yeah.
All right. So the guy who is trapped in your net currently seems to reach down and get a dagger from his belt, and he starts cutting and hacking away at it. He frees himself while destroying your net, and he shouts out orders to his men: "Kill the dwarf! Kill the captain! Find Lucan now!"
Did he
This
pull
guy
a knife
runs
or a
up to the
dagger?
top of the stairs, pairing no need to anything else. Well, this gentleman, who is kind of close to the edge and fighting with you, Randall, swings his glaive, bringing the hammer down upon you
Okay.
for a total of 3 points of damage.
Ooh. That's a rough one, lad. I've been there. Just a clarification, Ben. How much damage did he do to the net with the knife? The net has health.
Oh yeah.
He has to not only hit it with the knife, like he has to roll to hit it, but he has to roll to see how much damage he does.
6.
Okay, yeah, he destroyed the net.
Okay.
I was hoping I had a chance that he wouldn't roll.
You
high
did.
enough.
You did. Like, yeah. Anybody who doesn't know, I am like the worst DM ever because I do not
No.
remember half the rules.
Disagree. And this
I
is
think
an
you're a great
abstract rule to
DM.
remember. I've never
Alright.
used a net in my life, so
Henry follows your command, Navari, and he fires his crossbow bolt across the ship. However, he does not puncture the armor of the man pursuing. Captain Carson Ironsmile. You see the captain draw a blade of his own. Actually, I'm gonna draw a mini for the. I got a mini for the captain. So he's kind of like, pretty suave and things like that.
I was like, he's the captain of a ship for a reason. He can't be a pushover.
True.
All right.
That's why I was a little less worried about the captain.
He's there, even if you can't see him because he's blocked.
Yep.
But
Yeah, no,
he draws his own sword and begins his like you could say sword fight with this guy. You see him parrying blow. Oh my god! You watch as he not only easily out sword fights this man, but puts his blade within him with a critically struck blow, disabling his attacker, leaving him lying on the ground while grabbing the wheel of the ship and yelling out commands. Hold them off for me! I'll get us out of this mess!
I mean, I guess I don't have to help him now. Like, what's going on?
Randall's looks to the guy who was dragging and says, "You just ruined a perfectly good net. You're gonna be buying me a new one, lad."
Navari, it is your turn.
Can I flank behind the one that just broke Randall's neck?
Yes.
He might be a few feet behind me. Like, you might not get a.
I was gonna say, do we get any advantage? It's
No,
fine.
you won't get it. He's too far away to get advantage from
Now
Randall
he's
on that.
dragging him like 10 feet behind
Yeah.
me.
Okay, that's fine.
But you still want to go after him?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
17 to hit.
That's gonna do it.
Sweet. And cause swashbuckler, I still get sneak attack.
Ah, we're flying.
I still get sneak attack cause swashbuckler or no?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, Jada. Hashtag justice for net.
13 points of damage. We need that justice for the net.
Oh man. So Navari, you dispatch another one of these guys, these
Nope.
henchmen.
That wasn't the one in the net, though.
Oh no, yeah,
Oh.
you got rid of the wrong one.
That's the one I'm about to yeet off the side of the boat. Come on. You keep
I
taking
told
away
you
my
guys,
target.
I'm not good at this sometimes.
It's okay, Ben.
I'm
It's
the
just like, don't take away
tiefling.
all my yeets.
I'm the tiefling.
So yes, Navari, you put your blade through him and finish the job on the wounded, which seems to be almost like a pack leader, per se.
I need to avenge the net.
Randall, it's your turn.
You're all alone now, friend. And you're between a dwarf and a hard spot. Yeet! That's gonna be 16 strength. To push his booty off the rail.
All right. You see him stagger back over the edge. No, that was not the right sound effect. And he flies off. And basically, he has a very long time to say goodbye.
And as he's saying goodbye, I just yell back, "That's for me, net, you bloody swaggart!" And I go, you watch Randall walk back to his net and just kneel down and pick it up and cradle it in his arms like a child, and then walk back below deck for a minute.
Awesome. So as this happens, there's still 3 more. So that you can hear the battle at the top of the ship, and unfortunately, not everybody seems to be faring as well. So as you look to the end of the ship, you see more guardsmen. Another one of the soldiers has been slain. One of the ship crew members, and behind Henry are 2 more Emerald Claw soldiers with their shields and armor and stuff, and another with his glaive. And Henry is there by himself on the stairs. He drops to the bottom. He turns and fires a shot.
Get behind me, lad!
It does not get through any of the armor. The captain continues to try to maintain control of the ship, hopefully getting more distance between you guys and the ones chasing you. Navari, what do you do?
Wait, so there's just those 3 up there?
At the moment, yes.
I suppose I should go up there and help Henry. So, I'll go up to... Can I reach
So
up there?
reluctant to do it.
What?
You sounded so reluctant to go help. I guess I should go up there and help Henry.
You're terrible, Ashley.
She's not. Navari is.
Yeah, that's right.
Navari
Navari's
has a
terrible.
She's heartless.
I'm not heartless! I was joking! I'm going to go help Henry! If I was heartless, I would stand back and shoot arrows at the people while Henry stood there.
That's true.
Oh.
Alright, so Navari, you're gonna run up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to be like, so she hates Randall. Got it. Well, she can always dance out of their range too after she attacks.
If I hit. Oh, I'm pretty sure I hit. Uh, 25 to hit.
Yes. 25 will definitely hit.
Oh. Uh, 14 damage.
Okay, so Navari, you once again, using your skill and expertise with a blade, take out another adversary in a single blow. There's still 2 up there, coming down, bearing down upon you at this area of the ship. Randall, what would you like to do?
So Randall, questioning his actions in life and the loss of his net, in a bit of a rage, you just hear this like dwarven guttural roar of "Mort!" and you just, I'm gonna charge my move and action to get up right behind him, and that square just to the left of the one closest to the railing.
Like that?
Other side, in between both of them.
Like here?
Yeah, right there. And
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, which one of you's paying for my net? That's my turn.
All right, so Randall, you get to the top. They're there. They both start swinging at you. First, the glaive comes crashing down on you. 10
Like
points of
disadvantage?
damage.
You.
Unless he's moving away from me. You're using a polearm, right?
We can discuss that later.
Fine.
So no, he does not move away from you, and he does not connect well. Now his partner, on the other hand, with his sword and shield, presses the shield into your body, trying to stagger your own attacks. But however, he just can't get enough momentum behind it to penetrate your armor with any real force. Henry, who's now beneath, comes back up fighting, so he is trying to get positioned to support Navari as best he can. But unfortunately, he is going to play a little cautious and just kind of hang back, in a sense, for a moment. Almost as if he's waiting for the opportune moment to take the shot. You can hear the shouts in battle from the other end of the ship still, as the others are still, like, struggling. There's still more. There's another, 2 of these skiffs full of men still trying to take your ship from you. Navari, what would you like to do?
Flank behind polearm dude.
Okay.
And then I get advantage because Randall's there.
Yes, you do.
Natural 20.
No, my
It
God,
went from
yes.
I'm glad I had advantage because it was a natural 1.
Uh-huh.
And then it went to a
Very
natural
nice.
20.
Another one bites the dust, and another one bites the dust.
So I double the dice
All
for
of it.
sneak attack and...
Yep,
Okay.
all of it. Because you're rolling 3d6 now, right? For sneak attack?
No, not till level 5.
Yeah. It's still 23 points of damage because I rolled well.
Yowzers! Yeah, that's nothing to scoff about.
I mean, that's better than most of my attacks. I think the best I've done so far is 37 points of damage. And that was a critical hit, but I dumped a bunch of Divine Smite into a vampire.
So Navari uses her now bloodstained rapier to chalk up another defeated enemy to the cause.
I like how they're always going after you.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm so attractive.
So Randall, we move on to you. What would you like to do?
Just to verify, I took 10 points of damage that last round, right?
Yes.
Okay. I square off to the gentleman, to the rail. And I say, are you gonna be the one paying for my net, lad? And then I'm gonna smack him with my hammer.
Okay.
Probably gonna miss. But that is a 14 to hit.
That is gonna miss, unfortunately.
No worries. You see tears rimming in Randall's eyes, and his swing just breaks apart floorboard as he swings short.
Don't worry, I'll help avenge your net.
The surviving warrior continues to keep. He expresses that he's got a little better footwork than some of the others, and he kind of dances around you, Randall, to put distance between him and Navari, so he doesn't end up following the same fate as his last comrade as he strikes at you on the move. However, his sword play is not as good as his footwork, and you just put the haft of your hammer right into the blade and kind of throw like a cross check. Boom! Stopping him immediately from being able to damage you in any capacity. Henry comes running up. He's up in the corner now, and he takes his crossbow, and he still seems reluctant to shoot, as if, like, you know, he's just not... He doesn't have enough faith in himself that he can fire the shot over you, Randall, without hitting you.
Over my head! You got this!
You can do it, Henry.
I believe in you, Henry.
He takes your words to heart and fires. He hit! He hits the guy in the shoulder, dealing a little bit of damage, but not enough to bring him down. Navari, what would you like to do?
Oh, you know, the normal think behind. Must avenge net. Net avenge. Avenge net.
Yeah, you might want to move out from behind him if you don't kill him, lass.
I can do that. $25 to hit.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
See, you're the one who does damage. I'm the one who just has funny things to say.
16 points of damage.
Holy crap!
It's why we work, Navari.
Navari chalks up another Emerald Claw soldier to her list of defeated enemies.
I literally stare him dead in the eyes as he falls to his knees and the life leaves his eyes.
I look at
whispering,
Randall.
For my net.
I look at Randall and I'm like, we'll avenge your net.
So is the ship that's pursuing you. It seems to be gaining ground, and it's getting a bit closer and a bit closer. I want you both to roll perception checks, please.
This is probably where I fail.
I am rolling a different die. That one's a lot better. Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
13.
I just rolled another natural 20.
Yeah!
Yes!
If you don't believe
That's my
me.
Navari.
That's awesome!
When the chips are down and Randall's getting the crap beaten out of him, Navari steps up and spots some bad stuff.
And upon the other ship, you see a man who has haunted you for the last few years. A man that has done nothing but disturb you and the party over the last few weeks. You see Sir Garrick Krieg at the bow of the ship, calling out orders to his men, calling out them, bring Lucan, dead or alive, and make sure you have the sword.
Knew it, I told you. I'm gonna murder him.
Are we out of initiative at the moment?
No.
There's too far of a boat to cross for me to get up on the back of the boat and flip him the bird. I bite my thumb at you, sir.
Oh. Knew it was gonna be him. I knew he wanted that sword.
Well, what is it? What do you see, lass? It's
You
not
know
him,
that
is it?
it is him.
Oh, God. By the flame, I swear, we're gonna kill him this time. I'll throw him off the ship myself if I have to.
I wanted to kill him years ago.
I didn't know him years ago, but I know him now, and he made me mad. And that's all you got to do.
Oh, can
Ran-
I? Oh, go
Oh.
ahead.
No, by all means, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if I could fire an arrow at anyone.
You can! Because
like-
thankfully,
Oh, is there more people coming on now?
as you look back down the bow,
My God, these glavesmen.
Ugh. Ugh.
What the bloody... We're on the wrong side of this
Holy
fight,
cow.
lass. What the bloody... Please tell me that some of those are crewmen.
anybody who's not wearing black armor is on the crew.
Okay.
I can't
Is there
tell.
2, 3?
I'm hoping
There's a
3.
couple,
Okay. I
and the
wonder.
captain.
It's okay. They'll probably get killed as easily as I killed those guards.
Sure. Hope that our men are stronger than theirs. Oh.
Alright, so we're gonna continue with initiative. So Navari, what would you like to do?
Run down and stab one. And hope my luck persists.
Okay.
My luck does not persist because I don't have advantage. I'm assuming.
No, you do not.
Yeah, it's an 11.
That is not gonna do really anything except, seem to aggravate him as it clashes off of his shield.
Awesome.
Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, try and stab with my dagger.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Nice, nicely done.
D4. No sneak attack for that one though, right?
No, yes.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yes, because you're a swashbuckler, and swashbuckler's amazing. In some ways.
14 points of damage.
Okay, so you run up. He parries the blows of your sword with his shield, but unfortunately you get in close with the dagger and just put it into his into the gap between the helmet and the plate, and he falls to the ground and blood begins to pool onto the deck of the ship. And now it is Randall's turn.
Randall's like breathing heavy, looks to Henry and said, "You got to have faith in yourself, lad. We need you more now than ever." And he's gonna charge back down the freaking gangplanks. Actually, I'm gonna jump over the rail in the middle. Land in. Yeah, I want to jump over the rail. I'll even do straight up athletics to jump that gap. That's gonna be an 8.
Oh.
If I
Alright, so
tumble-
your landing is not graceful.
No. I'm Randall the Agile!
You land, your feet hit, and then you crumple to the ground, so you're prone for just a moment as you slowly get back up to your feet.
I like to think Navari like hears it and like just.
Oh,
glances
everybody
quick.
hears it!
I just glance
He
like
hears it all.
behind real quick and I just like sigh.
You just hear, "I'm Randall the Agile," and you just see him limp up to the other guy next to Navari. Right next to Navari.
Yep.
Or
Now, is that my action or my move in action, or is that just my move?
I'll just let that be your move.
Okay.
It's more heroic that way.
Let's try the purple die. Oh, that's all right. That is 19 to hit.
Yes!
All right, finally. And I am going to dump a. I'm gonna as a bonus action dump in a searing smite, or no, a thunderous smite. which gives me an extra 2d6 thunder damage for the next minute.
Ooh.
Wow, I wish I could re-roll ones. 9 points of bludgeoning damage, 2 points of thunder damage, and 4 points of strength, so 13 strength from the hammer, 2 from the thunder.
So you hear a crack of thunder, and you watch as this guy he falls back and crumples to the ground in a heap from the blow of the sword. You smile knowing that he is not the last of your enemies, but at least it's one less to deal with. Henry?
I even believe in you, Henry. You can do it.
With the words of Randall in his mind echoing.
Henry draws his crossbow, reloads, fires a bolt into the mass. It hits the ship and ricochets off into the distance, not hitting anybody, good or bad. The guy with the more horns on his helmet begins to step forward, almost as if like he's got a little more authority, and he says, "How about you fight somebody of your own skill, dwarf?" And you just feel this like kind of more negative eminence from him, just something that like he has actual power to him. As his goons continue to fight with the crew of the ship.
In that moment, then, when he says that, I look to Navari and I go, clearly he hasn't been watching the same fight I have.
Apparently not.
All right.
And he swings at Randall. Oh my god! And Randall, you are a very skilled fighter with a lot of armor, and the blow like hits you hard. It staggers you for a moment, but it doesn't get any real like. It doesn't do any lethal impact because you know how to move when you're hit. So you twist as it collides with your body and shinter it off to the side. But you just know that this guy can swing and can fight.
Right.
Navari, at the top of the order with you.
I look at Randall with the face like, do you need help or...
Oh, absolutely. I didn't agree to this.
Oh, okay. I flank behind him and I'm gonna attack him.
He clearly doesn't know who he's messing with. And by who, I mean you. I've squashed 1. You've squashed like 12.
24 to hit.
Yeah!
Yeah, that'll hit.
Randall learned his lesson with Sir Krieg. He isn't gonna play this game again. I'm honor bound, but you're scum.
17 points of damage.
Takes the damage, and he turns and looks at you, spitting at your feet.
And I bonus action
Okay.
dagger stab too.
Sure, but that's not going to have sneak attack.
No.
Do I still get advantage?
Yes, because you are flanking.
19 to hit.
That is going to hit.
That's a D4, no bonus, modifier.
I know.
Bonus.
I know. Of 5 points of damage.
No, it's just the D4. Whatever you roll on the D4.
I rolled a 1, but I get +4 for dagger.
You don't get your dex.
I don't
Not
get
on
dex.
an offhand attack.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
No, it's all good.
That's my
that
bad.
rule I know.
You just need, if you wanted that, you would have to take a feat called dual wielding, and then you would get
Oh,
your...
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm new to.
No.
It's okay.
We're all new. It's all right.
So
Never played a rogue before.
this guy takes the slash from the dagger in stride. It doesn't even like phase him. It hurts. You know, obviously you damaged him, but
Right.
he is still pretty in there. So Randall, what do you do?
Murder him. He's not facing
What-
you.
Right. Well, I mean, he is, but that's all right.
He turned to me,
He's
I
being-
think.
Yeah.
Not
is
yet.
He,
Oh.
is he?
Not completely.
He appear to be undead.
No, he just looks to be a man.
Okay.
A
That's
very
fine.
buff, maybe a little older. Like you could see some gray in his facial hair under the helmet.
22 to hit.
That'll hit him, yeah.
Yep. Oh, this is beautiful. I I love Thunderous Smite, along with a little Divine Smite on this turn. Oh, he's not gonna like this one. This is gonna hurt. That is 15 points from the hammer alone. That's an additional 11 points or 10 points of thunderous damage, as well as another 4 points of divine damage. So all in all, 29 points of damage.
Hashtag we're terrible people.
Hashtag this monster gets to die now.
Does he get to make any kind of save
No.
with a? There's no effect against the thunder. No extra effect from the thunder damage.
All it does is it creates a audible ring,
Yep.
300 feet in a circumference around me. That is it.
Wow.
As long as I connect, it automatically
Cool.
does 2d6
Okay.
extra damage for a minute, as long as I'm not taking hits. And then I did my last spell is a divine smite for 2d8 extra damage on top of that.
We
Smash,
learned
smash,
from
smash,
General.
smash. We learned from Sir Garrett Krieg that we don't mess around. We dump everything we got into one time.
So your blow staggers him back, and he says, "Men, kill the dwarf. The woman is mine."
Oh gosh.
And he turns to Navari. He swings his mace, and as it strikes her, you see this green glow up with the impact. Navari, you get hit with a, just to give you an idea how kind of rough, 23 is the to hit roll.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna take 8 necrotic damage
Okay.
and another 6 bludgeoning damage for 14 total.
Okay. I'm eh.
Well, to be fair, I've taken 13 points of damage at this point, so...
His goon with the halberd swings at you, Randall, and damn,
Swing low.
it's only an 18.
Sweet chariot. Randall's singing to himself. And he's getting his hammer ready. He's going to start swinging and hopefully knocking people off the boat.
Okay, and you hear the scream as another one of the crewmen collapses to the ground from being wounded, and now it is a 2-on-1 over here.
Rude.
Henry, aim for the face of the bad guys. The bad guys!
Henry fires a shot. This one just sails across the ship and sticks right in the door here.
Oh, Henry.
Navari, what do you do?
Good opener.
Is he still close enough for me to get advantage? The dude that hit me?
No.
Okay.
No, he positioned himself smartly.
Was that his turn to pull away from me then? I'm confused because my attack didn't move him or anything. So if he broke melee with me, I would have gotten an opportunity, but that's all I was curious about. But if he's just positioning himself so that he's not at disadvantage against us, then...
Correct.
Okay.
Can I bonus action disengage from him?
Absolutely.
And
You
go
could
behind?
shift-
I was gonna go behind to the halberd attacking
This guy?
Randall. Randall.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was gonna attack him.
Okay.
I like it, lass. Although they can't seem to get through me armor. Really need to train your people better, Mr. Whoever you are of the Emerald Claw.
It's only a it's a 16 to hit.
That's enough.
Yeah.
The grunts aren't as hard to hurt as the elders. And she's out of melee with Captain Fantastic in front of me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For the moment, yes.
All right. Just checking.
23 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah.
Oh, sorry, 23 damage. I already
Oh,
rolled to hit.
23 damage!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so you guys watch as this rapier blade punches through the guy's back, through his chest, and Navari draws it out with a swift stroke and takes yet another one of these guys
And then,
down.
Oh, so
For
much
the rest-
eating him off the ship.
oh, I'm sorry. For the
Yeah,
rest
alright.
of my movement, can I fancy footwork? Randall, can I go behind you, or?
If you need cover, fine. I was gonna say if you want to give
So
me
you wanna go this
advantage
way?
real quick.
Oh yeah, I can stay there.
Or do you want to go here?
Yeah, to give me advantage.
Yeah, there to give
Okay.
him advantage.
So you're gonna dance in between them.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Randall, it's your turn.
All right. Hi, Captain. Whatever your name of the Emerald Claw. How you feeling with a natural 20?
Well,
that advantage.
I'm gonna let you describe this one in full detail because I can tell you he doesn't have enough to take it.
All right. I just want to see for the record how much I actually
Oh,
did.
please do, please do.
So that's 10 with the melee so far, and then an extra 16, so 16 with the melee, and then 6 more thunder with another 9 thunder. So 15 and 15, so 30 points of damage.
Holy crap.
Randall looks at him, looks back to his hammer, which is vibrating, and you see like cloud storms vibrating around it because of the thunderous smite that he initiated. And you just look at him, and he looks at it, and he puts it up on his shoulder for a second, and holds with his hands and spits, and goes, run! And yeets his butt and shoots him sailing off the ship, like 30 feet off to the left side. And Navari just watches him go sailing. Yeah.
I'm just like,
And I'm like, yeet! Yes, SOB! And then I'm gonna slide up in front of the other two, and I'd be like, I'm gonna slide right between them. I'll take
Cough,
the
casual
advantage
cough.
or whatever, and be like, Captain of the Emerald, whatever faces is gone now. Prepare to die. That's my turn.
Holy smokes. Yeah. So that guy goes flying off the ship, and these two continue to fight on, screaming and yelling, realizing that their lives are forfeit one way or the other. So perhaps winning the battle would be their best course of action. As the adversary's ship pulls up alongside of yours, not completely, but it's catching ground. So it's coming in from here, and it's coming at an angle with a high velocity.
so it's gonna ram us.
I didn't say that.
It
Did
was
not say
implied.
that. So what he's saying is we might want to gain a handhold of some sort.
Yeah.
Alright, Navari, it's your turn.
Can I yell to Henry, Henry, you might want to hold on to something? And I'm gonna, before I try and hold on to something, attack the dude attacking the crew. And I have advantage because they're attacking the crew.
Yep.
Stab, stab, SOB. I don't want you to die, but I'm gonna push you off if I cannot try.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
17 points of damage.
Alright, so Navari, you come up and you take out another one of the soldiers, the henchman, with a swift stab and kill with your rapier, increasing the tally of what could someday be a very legendary blade.
And only hope. Can I
That
go to the
blade gets
railing
much
and hold
blood.
on? Or like go
wanna go,
between in the
like, here?
doorways? Yeah.
Okay. You can see that the crewman here on the ground is still hurt and down, but he's not. He doesn't seem to be beyond help. Randall, what would you like to do?
Yeet, yeet! Mother effer.
All right, go for
I'm
it.
trying to shove him off the boat too. He's in prime position. It's hard not to.
Oh no, I don't blame you.
Oh. That's a solid 22.
So he tries to brace himself for the impact of the very heavy armored dwarf charging into his body, but it's no use. He gets thrown from the side with, like his friend before, a very long time to say goodbye. When you hear the captain, with a panic in his voice, shout, "Everyone hang on to something!"
Yep. And with the rest of my action, I'm gonna get right in between the railings.
Yeah,
Like
that's
right
what I
here,
was.
That crewman is, and grab.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna try and get basically on top of him and
Okay.
hold him in position, and brace for this incoming impact.
Okay. Yes, please go ahead.
We were just entertaining our viewers.
Awesome! Well, alright. So, as you can hear and see, we are back. Now, you just have to bear with me. You just have to pretend that the second ship is just as impressive as this one you're on, okay? It's a bit smaller, but we have 2 actual ships.
Don't worry, it's theater of the mind. I get it.
Yes, theater of the mind with really good props. Because I'm bad with money. Alright, so you hear the captain calling out for everybody to brace themselves as your ship is suddenly rocked with a massive impact. Sir Garrick's ship collides with yours. I want everybody to make an athletics check, please.
I can't make it acrobatics. Please, can I make it acrobatics?
No!
Okay, I rolled a 3.
16.
So Randall, you're able to brace yourself and hang on without any issue. Navari, you are taken off your feet, slide towards the edge of the deck, but thankfully you are very nimble and dexterous. You are able to keep yourself from going off as the ship rocks a bit and then settles back into balance. The elementals powering and carrying this thing flare to life even brighter than typically, potentially creating a little bit of
Don't do it, Ben.
what's the word I want to use? Concern amongst the crew and everybody else on board. As the ships hit, more of the Emerald Claw Raiders on hooks and
Don't do it. Ben.
pegs begin boarding up top.
Oh my
Remember, Ben,
gosh.
you like us. Remember that you like us, Ben.
And wood splinters and cracks from the impact of the ships, and pardon the mess in the background. Just remember, you know, it's a game. It's a game. All right. So Navari, what do you want to do?
Stand up.
Okay.
Can I get to one of the people that's near the captain?
You can. You won't be able to fight this turn, though. Is that okay?
Not even if I
Bonus
bonus action dash?
Yeah, you could do that then.
Okay. Can I get to one that's, like the one on near the steps? Yeah, the one you just fixed. I, like, go up the steps to it.
Oh, so you want to go? Whoop. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was close enough to the captain or not.
Yeah, go for it.
Is it advantage or no?
No advantage.
Okay. The dice didn't even roll, it just dropped. And it dropped on a 1.
Oh no!
It's like, I don't want to roll anymore. It's
So
like,
Navari, you get to the top of the steps, and this guy, you swing, you draw your blade and try to stab him, and he seems to be ready for you guys to counterattack, and he takes advantage of your misstep and swings down upon you. However, you're able to step out of the way and not take the blow. Randall, what do you do?
Hey, watch out, buddy.
oh, do you have chips there?
Chips is like all up in my business over here. Randall is gonna push aside gently, obviously. He's just gonna shift through the space of the one guy that's directly to his left, the one that's
Yeah.
standing, and
Yep.
he's gonna climb up on the railing. And he's gonna run across the railing and land on the other side of the railing if you can, between the captain and the guy that Nabari's fighting. Right there.
Okay.
Yep.
I'd like you to roll an athletics check, please.
Not my best roll, but not bad. 15.
All right. So you watch Randall gets a really good jump, grabs the bottom, and because he's very strong and fit, he is able to pull himself up over the railing. If he was a lighter person, it would look a lot more nimble and more parkour-like instead of somebody just muscling their way through pure might through this obstacle. And he arrives in battle.
You look
Go ahead. Roll to hit.
And do I have advantage or not?
Yes, you do.
Well, it was bound to happen eventually. That is a 16 to hit.
That is enough to hit.
Oh, I was like, that was a really long pause. I was getting concerned. I'm like, I rolled an 8. Oh, wow. Wow. Right, so 10 points of physical damage, 2 points of thunderous damage as everyone hears another loud thunderclap with the connecting hit.
Oh! Boom! Crack goes the thunder, and another one of the minions of the Emerald Claw goes down.
Don't forget to wave the sir. The sir.
Hey, General Krieg. Captain Krieg, or whatever you want to call yourself.
I don't know his title anymore. I've lost track.
Sir Garrick Krieg.
Sir Garrick Krieg.
He thinks he's noble.
The three remaining henchmen join battle. One goes for the captain. The other two go to fight with Randall. Striking blows. One of them hits. Randall takes 8 points of damage. And the second, it just clangs again off your very thick, heavy armor. Henry calls out a shout. He says, "I've got eyes on him! I can take him!" As he fires his crossbow towards the other ship. And it flies through the power, the stuff powering the other ship, but does not hit anybody on board.
Don't make yourself a mark and a martyr.
And that was the end of Henry.
You don't know!
Ben just wants to kill all the NPCs that Randall likes.
You love Phelan. I don't want to hear it.
I love the convenience Phelan provides.
Navari, what would you like to do?
Can I find behind one of these people?
It's gonna be pretty difficult, but you could do it.
I'll do that then.
Alright, so Navari dances through the line of battle and ends up directly behind one of the two swordsmen.
Natural 20.
Nice!
By the way, this whole time this has been going on, you still hear Randall as soon as combat resumed. Swing low, sweet chariot. What's wrong, Navari?
29 points of damage.
Oh my god! Navari is just laying low. You hear Sir Garrick in the background. Kill the tiefling! I want her head! For she has been a thorn in my side for far too long!
Can I use my bonus action and drink my last health potion?
Yes, you can.
How much does that heal again?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Oh, that's not a d4. Okay, thank you. Take that off my thing, because I don't have any more health potion.
Alright.
Ben's been bleeding us dry with this campaign.
Randall. What do you do?
I take a sidestep to position myself in an advantageous position with the last swordsman that Navari
Okay.
has on the other side there.
Yeah.
And I keep humming along. That's another 16 to hit.
That's gonna do it.
Come on, D6s. Good. Nope, not good. Got it. Another 10 points of damage with the maul, and another 4 points of thunderous damage.
You hear another crack of thunder. Boom! As another one of the henchmen drops, and Sir Garrett Krieg cries out, "Do not fear, for I will have your heads and the traitor Lucan's as well." Ah.
You mean after you run away again, right?
The captain does a quick parry, blow, a twist, and disables his attacker as well. While Sir Garrick's ship screeches down the side of yours
Right.
until its bow crashes through the elemental ring, keeping your ship airborne.
See, I didn't know where our elemental rings were that were holding us up. Do we have? How many do we have?
One.
Oh, well.
There's only one ring?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. I feel like that was important need to know information that we failed to get.
It's true.
I'm sorry.
I feel like this captain also lied to us about being able to get away.
I mean, that's every captain.
Yeah. Every captain has a lot of faith in their vessel.
Right up until it fails.
Wait.
And you can see
Sorry, go ahead.
the elemental ring on the ship beginning to spark and sputter as it's strained by the ship trying to stay airborne.
Right.
And a face makes itself known coming from below deck from the front of the ship. Now, pardon me on this one because I do not have the miniature that I want yet for this character, but it is Lucan. He comes up from below deck, and he stands tall, and he looks over at his adversary, and he realizes for a brief moment that it may be in his best interest to work with everybody here, and maybe not just for himself. Navari, upon seeing Lucan come up from the below deck, and seeing the other ship still flying by, which is much larger than it's bigger than in real life. It's bigger than it looks. Okay, it's a bad angle.
Who does Lucan look like he's gonna help?
It's hard to tell because all he's done at this moment is come up to investigate what's going on.
Did you not hear what Sir Krieg said?
Yeah, he's a traitor.
Well, he wants Lucan dead or alive. He didn't really give a crap.
Well, Lucan's already dead.
More dead.
Yeah.
Actual dead, not undead.
Yeah. Navari looks at Randall. What do you think?
I don't know. I know that I point over at the guy on the other boat, at Krieg, and I go, I don't know much, lass. And I really don't like him, but we know he's on the ship now. But that prick has to die. And I point to Krieg.
Cool. I fire an arrow at Krieg.
Okay.
Uh... 24 to hit?
That's actually gonna hit him.
It's actually gonna hit him. No sneak attack though?
No sneak attack.
9 points of damage.
Okay. He takes the hit, and kind of gives this like he's always very stoic, like he's always very stern. He doesn't want to show pain, and being into the fact that he's like encased in armor and stuff, that the arrow punctured through the mail, but you don't know how deep or how much damage you did.
I'm just like, I saw you flinch.
To,
that's all I say to him.
Okay.
Even though I probably can't actually see him flinch, I say it anyways.
Okay, Randall.
Randall's gonna, so he's gonna do a couple things this turn. He's gonna slide down to the middle of the ship, towards Lucan.
Can I also use my movement to go down the steps?
Yes.
Thanks.
I am gonna use my action to use 10 points of my lay on hands.
Okay.
To heal myself up. And then I'm gonna look to Lucan, and I'm gonna look to Sir Prissy Boy on the other boat. How close is that boat? Is it like right next to us?
There is about 30 feet per
Yeah,
gap.
too far. Way too far for me to try and jump in.
Yeah.
And I say,
You could try.
yeah, the hell you think Randall's gonna... He is not that agile, we've established this. That is a far jump.
You know what magic item he needs now? Is a ring of jumping.
Oh god. I need a scroll of jumping so I can fall from the sky 1,000 feet up. Like in Morrowind. I look to Lucan and I go, well lad, you're either with us or you're with him. And pretty sure he wants you just as dead as we did originally. Really, I just want the sword back. But it's in your court now. And that's my turn, as I look at Krieg. And say, coward!
Krieg just like laughs at you guys as he commands his archers to continue firing upon the damaged area of your ship. Lucan looks at you and he says, like he almost has this. Go ahead and roll. Actually, you know what? I want you to roll an insight check because you are close enough where you can converse with him.
Randall doesn't really care, but 5.
Okay, so it's almost like as if he's like he shakes his head as if he's shaking something off of himself. He says, listen, I don't know who that bastard is. I just know I cannot let this weapon fall into his hands.
I hold out my hand.
He grabs at your wrist, and you could feel a powerful grip.
Oh, of course.
Just like, it's the superhuman, powerful grip of a vampire. We have an accord.
Agreed.
And upon your shake, the ship buckles again, heavily rocked from the damage it sustained. I need you guys to all make acrobatics checks to keep your balance.
See, there you go, Ash.
Watch me roll low now, though.
9.
19.
I love that -1.
So Randall,
We
as the ship
swatched
buckles,
places.
you hit the ground. Lucan keeps his grip on your wrist.
Right.
And keeps you from going completely down. The captain shouts, "I'm gonna have to take her down! We haven't much choice!"
I looked at the captain and be like, about bloody time! I want to
And
live!
your ship begins to descend from the air. You guys all grab hold of anything you can to stay safe and maintain, basically not dying, along with Lucan.
Hashtag not dying.
Hashtag, where did Henry go in all of this?
He's still at the bow. And go ahead and roll me perception checks.
I'm still firing at it, dude.
I got a 1.
I got a
You're a little distracted, it's
19.
fair.
Mm-hmm.
Navarre, you notice that Henry is still holding on for dear life as the ship kind of goes at this really harsh angle and becomes crashing through the forest. Now, mind you, it's nighttime, and Lucan knows that he has to get into cover pretty soon, and that most likely this is not the end of this encounter. As you guys crash into the forest, you begin to recognize some of the terrain and landscape as it flashes past you, and you guys both notice that you're within the borders of your homeland, Thrain. And as the captain safely but violently lands the ship, you notice a stone structure not far from you, perhaps a mile away from where your final destination is. And Lucan shouts to you both. He says, "We can make our stand in there. It's the only place that I know of that can keep me from the sun, and I can explain better what's going on. Do you trust me enough to go with?"
A roll an inside check?
Yes, you can.
11 for me. But I'm gonna look in his eyes this time. Does it
6.
Look. When I look in his eyes, does it look like he's got the same look he had at the ball, where it was like condescending and power hungry?
No,
It looks different now, right?
it looks different. It looks more, for lack of a better term, he seems more human.
The thing in his head. Is Henry okay?
Most of the crew were able to survive. Okay.
It's about Henry, not the rest of the crew.
Henry's a little banged up, but he's okay.
All right. Just making sure. Don't want the lad to have a short life. He hasn't even come of age yet. He's still got another 20 almost years to go before he comes of age.
What? So,
And then I'll host a ceremony for him as well.
do I think the passengers underneath are okay? Also, Ben?
The few of them, yeah. As long as they stayed below deck, everybody was pretty safe.
As long as Fauna's okay. She don't know me. I
But
know her,
know
though.
her.
One day I'll meet her.
I only went through her things and read her journal of privacy.
It wasn't-
I feel like I really know her.
It wasn't a journal, it was one letter. And it wasn't even from her, it was to her. Yeah, we should go to that spot, probably.
Yeah, lead the way.
What
When
is
I
that
looked at the
spot?
Because they're targeting him,
Yes.
right? Mostly
Yes.
him. They just brought
Oh,
the ship
yeah.
down to basically get to him.
Mhm.
So I look to the captain. I say, "Tend to the repairs. Give us time to get back to the ship. But if you need to leave or set off without us, do as you need to." And I say, "Lead the way, Lucan."
Where exactly are we going? What is the place?
It's
Roll
like
a
a,
both of you roll a history check.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
yeah.
it looked like a ruins or whatever. Natural one.
We're not very history people.
Well, no, I
Um,
am. Randall just doesn't care in this particular moment.
I rolled an 8. My expertise are in combat, apparently.
So both of you, like, just with a general knowledge, would know that, a lot of Eberron is built upon the ruins of the Goblin Empire. So this is probably a stone structure from them.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So as Lucan takes you there, he explains, in a sense, what has happened to him, and that he was turned into a vampire against his will, and is now under somebody else's control. Now, whether you want to believe this or not is up to you guys. Your characters feel, you're unsure. Like, your insight checks didn't really go one way or the other definitively.
Right.
And he explains that he was
yeah.
compelled to steal the sword and return it to Karnath, specifically for his new master. And unfortunately, this is a very powerful magical item with a mind of its own.
Oh,
Can
the
we
sword.
have? Can we have sword? I ask him that.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, if the sword's what's doing it, lad, then you should.
You can
relinquish
just
it,
drop
uh,
it in our bag of holding, or hoover bag, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
What do you want with the sword?
I merely want to return it to its place in Thrain. I want to put it back where it was. Where before you were compelled to take it from.
Okay, roll a persuasion check.
Can I assist and give him advantage?
We would have had to have been talking at that moment.
Sorry.
But not too bad for a persuasion anyway. I actually have to look at my die. That is 18.
Okay. Let me dwell on it for a moment. Let's first focus on the task at hand, which is driving off that fiend and his minions, that cult.
Do you need a weapon to fight with that isn't that one? Or do you prefer your claws and hands now? Or your hands and mouth?
I was going to say, being turned to this kind of monstrosity does have its advantages.
Can't argue with that. Lead the way. Find us a good place to hold down so that we can defend properly. He's got more goons on that ship than I can count, so we're gonna need a thin hallway so that we can narrow him down to a single file if possible.
I would just like to say, out of, like, desktop-wise, if anyone heard that noise, I think someone followed me on Twitch, and that my follower noise went off. Anyone heard it and was wondering what it was.
I didn't.
No, it was only me, which makes me think it's because I'm streaming the game. Someone followed me. So, yeah, that was my noise. I'm sorry. I just had to... just in case people were wondering, because I, like, heard it. I'm like... So I just wanted to apologize.
Fine.
Go ahead.
So he takes you guys into the forest to the crumbling goblin ziggurat. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
We have 21 minutes, Ben.
I just plan out.
I'd actually like to point out.
I plan out to a good point. You know what I mean?
30 minutes.
I don't know how long everything's gonna take, so sometimes we get some variation.
Ben, I was rolling well today.
You were. But anyway, first of all, thank you all who chime in and watch the Heart of Me and the Heart of the Game players play D&D every week. We really, really appreciate it. I hope the sound effects from Syrinscape.com enhanced your enjoyment of the campaign and the game tonight. I know I had fun playing with them, and I'm really excited to mess around with this a lot more and try out different things and just enhance our games tonight, our future games. Just so you know, a friendly reminder, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock I will be live. Going to be doing some miniature painting. I still haven't decided what I'm painting yet this week, but you'll have to tune in to see if you'd like to. As always, you can check out Heart of the Game on YouTube with our channel Heart Gaming, so you could catch up on past episodes, check out Magic the Gathering content, and other board game and awesome shenanigan-y stuff.
I recommend the Ballroom episode. That was...
Yes, Ballroom Blitz was fantastic episode. If you wanted to start this campaign and really get to know our characters and get to where, we have... Because as the stream has been going, we have only improved. So if you want to get into, jump in, it's a really good episode to jump in at.
Yeah,
got your teeth on some really good RP.
Yeah, and there's also fighting, so it's like a mixture.
There was action, there was drama, there was humor. It really, really was a great episode. It really had it all.
There was wine drinking.
But again, thank you so much for showing your support by watching, hitting like, hitting subscribe. We appreciate all that kind of stuff. And as I always like to say, the best way you could show support for what we do here at Heart of the Game is very simply just support your local game store. That is what we are. We know that they're all over the country, all over the world are hobby shops, game stores, small businesses like ours that provide you with a place that you could purchase those really cool entertainment things, your role-playing books, your dice, your minis, your gaming supplies, your cards, for your trading card games, your deck building games, your board games. So if you want to show appreciation for us, support your local game stores. And please just, be kind to everybody out there. Be good to one another. And I honestly cannot wait to show off the some more of the props and excitement stuff we have, because next week I'll get to whip out my Warlock tiles,
Oh,
which I have been dying to use in a
that
game.
means there's gonna be more fighting, guys.
Yes, we'll have another heavy action-oriented episode as our
Oh,
players.
Randall is tapped. It's all big old mallet now.
That's why you drank that health potion before.
I might be drinking my last one as well.
But on that note, everybody just have a great night. And for those who want to log in tomorrow, actually, painting stream starts at about this time, a little before that. So feel free to drop in, say hi, hang out, work on your own arts and crafts projects of your own. So good night, everybody.